Mark here for Special Wisdom and Knowledge 5. Well, today I want to come on and discuss the upcoming solar eclipse that's happening on Monday. There are a lot of conspiracy theories going on about it, and I am going to break it down. So let's begin. Right here, look at this. Shield your eyes. Solar eclipse conspiracy theory sweeps across U.S., claiming its path through biblical towns proves a country is wicked. Conspiracy theories about the solar eclipse have swept the United States ahead of rare phenomenon next week. The flurry of bogus worries online come as the total solar eclipse will be visible across parts of North America on April 8th. During a total solar eclipse, the moon passes between the sun and the earth, completely blocking the face of the sun. The sun's corona or outer atmosphere is visible during a total solar eclipse, giving viewers a unique opportunity to have a look at it. This year's eclipse will begin over the South Pacific Ocean at 11:07 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and cross North America, passing over Mexico, the U.S., and Canada. 15 states are in the path of totality, along with major cities like San Antonio, Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and Montreal. One wild theory that has surfaced on social media claimed that the eclipse will cover the entire Earth and last up to 5 days. Haven't heard that one. Crazy. While this is clearly not true, other conspiracy theories have pointed to verses in the Bible when discussing bogus claims about the eclipse. On TikTok, it was claimed that the solar eclipse will pass through 7 or 8 U.S. cities named Nineveh, which is the name of a city in Iraq that was described as evil in the Bible. The book of Jonah described how God demanded he go to the great city of Nineveh and preach against it because its wickedness has come up before me. The bizarre claims have been repeated in videos online with people insisting that the eclipse passing over 8 cities named Nineveh was a message representing a new beginning, born-again event. The idea went viral on social media, and one person on X, formerly Twitter, posted scriptures from the book of Luke to back up their claims. Oh, did you know there was a total eclipse the very day Jonah preached a warning to Nineveh? Nineveh repented. Will America, they wrote. Some have attributed the eclipse to helping the city of Nineveh to receive Jonah's message. However, only 2 cities named Nineveh are in the path of totality. Other cities with the name will only get a glimpse of the total eclipse. Anyways, enough about this article. There was a earthquake in New York City yesterday, and they are claiming this. Look at this. Total coincidence. Conspiracy theory runs wild, linking New York City's 4.8 magnitude earthquake to date of solar eclipse. The meaningful link between the natural events all comes down to numbers. Wild claims have circulated online about a supposed link between the 4.8 magnitude earthquake that shook New York City and a solar event next week, and some eclipse reason. An estimated 42 million people across the Northeast were shuttered out of their routines with the earthquake when the earthquake shook buildings and rattled windows at about 10:23 a.m. on Friday. Some people are floating conspiracy theories about an online supposed link between Friday's earthquake in the Northeast and upcoming solar eclipse. The earthquake reached a magnitude of 4.8 on the Richter scale, and solar eclipse will occur on April 8th. The epicenter of the quake was 7 miles north of White House Station, New Jersey, roughly an hour west of New York City, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. While earthquakes are not unheard of in the northeastern U.S., shudders of this size and magnitude have not been felt in the region over a decade. We're taking this extremely serious. Whatever. New York governor wrote on X after the tremor. There's always the possibility of aftershocks. We have not felt the magnitude of this earthquake since 2011. Let's see if they. Anyways, they are claiming this, that there is a tie-in between this, and you see just exactly how absurd these things are. Now, here's a great video and a great channel to follow, Cultivate Elevate. You can find them on YouTube, Instagram, still on TikTok, and this is a great video on it. Let's take a look at this. Now, there we go. So there you have it. That is what I think, is going on. These conspiracy theories that are going on is complete bunk. It's complete utter nonsense, and don't buy into it whatsoever. I mean, this is just completely absurd, in my opinion. And if you really, boils down to it. And I don't read the news. I don't watch the news. I just use those articles as reference to discuss what is going on. If you would see these videos surfacing, and what's so funny is they are discussing, they said in one of the articles, claim on TikTok, they want to come after TikTok, but not, you know, Instagram, all these meta platforms that are pushing this nonsense. Uh, I've seen some of the videos on Instagram, haven't seen them on TikTok. So, what exactly are they doing? They're pushing propaganda saying TikTok is doing these wild claims. Instagram is where they're throwing these videos left and right out, and then they're censoring the truth. So what's really going on, and they're censoring it like crazy, and everyone knows that. So this is completely absurd what they are talking about with it. And this is my opinion. I must say, this is my opinion that what these people are talking about is completely absurd, end of the world, biblical, you name it for this uh total eclipse, more fear mongering, more Y2K type nonsense. This is not going to happen. I am certain myself that this is not going to happen. And I just wanted to make sure to come on and discuss this because, a lot of people are going to be watching the eclipse, and they have heard, some people have heard about these conspiracy theories, some haven't. I wanted to bring it to light and just to show, how our world is right now, personally, in my opinion. I mean, people are, doing anything to gain attention by, throwing out these wild claims and such. And I agree with Matt of Cultivate Elevate. Unfortunately, I'm not in an area where I can view the eclipse, but if I was, I'd go out there and view them without those glasses. And if you want to wear those glasses, okay, but I certainly wouldn't wear them. I would go out there, with my own eyes, not covered, so I could fully experience it. But the bottom line is, if you are where you can see the eclipse, I would encourage you to go out and see it. Don't buy into any of these claims of the end of the world, or, whatever it may be. Do not buy into this. Uh, it is absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion. I must say, this is my opinion, and I think a lot of people resonate with what I'm saying. And get out and enjoy nature. Get out and enjoy things. Don't live in fear. Don't buy into propaganda. Don't buy into what they are feeding you in the news, to what, they are talking about, because it is absolutely absurd, and it's pushing propaganda. Propaganda is being pushed. You're being fed all this nonsense through media outlets that are controlled. It is a form of mind control. You're being fed from from government officials, from politicians, which are government, of course. Uh, all this nonsense. And the bottom line is that you should be caring about all of humanity. All of humanity is being affected. All of humanity is being pushed, force-fed an agenda to go against, to divide and conquer. And, oh, I have to be against this thing. I have to go against that. Red versus blue, Democrat versus Republican. And the list goes on. CNN, Fox. It's all propaganda. It's all nonsense. It's all, something that you should not be taking part in. Could you imagine if there was no nonsense news, no nonsense news networks, not, none of this propaganda being pushed, none of this political, scums pushing this anti-humanity, none of these organizations, the World Economic Forum, WHO, the UN, who's against humanity, all these organizations, they're here to divide and conquer humanity. They're not here for humanity. They're not here, to care about the population. They are here to try and suck people into their lives, to try and control the population. It is so obvious. It is ridiculous. You have the power to take care of your own life. You have the power to, think for yourself. You have the power to discern what is right and what is wrong. You have the power to shut off the news. You have the power to not read news articles. You have the power to stand for humanity, to be unique, to be your own individual. You want everyone to conform to their ways. And it's like, no, I'm going to do my way. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I am going to stand for humanity. I'm going to continue to speak out, and I'm going to be a light in this world. And I'm going to stand for health. I'm going to stand for the health of the people. I'm going to stand for what is right. And when you realize that there's so many connections between who's pulling the strings, you know, politicians, corporations, and politicians are just the puppets, for the ones who control the world. That's it. That's the bottom line. So, and same thing with corporations, that are destroying our food. You name it. The bears, the ones that are just all these companies, you know, Coca-Cola's, you name it, Kraft, you name it, Unilever. The list goes on and on. They're all, owned by the same people. They're all pushing the same thing. And I just want to encourage everyone to continue to, think freely, to discern what is right and what is wrong, what is truth and what is false. Continue to stand for all of humanity, because that is what we are called to do. And we actually have the ability to take care of our own lives. And contrary to what some people think, these political people who are just, talking heads for the ones really running the show have no jurisdiction over your life. They have no jurisdiction whatsoever over your life. So when you realize that and you stop, because so many people, that's the one thing about society, especially in America, so many people are worshiping these puppets, and that they truly are puppets. And when you're worshiping somebody, you are worshiping them, their ideals, what they think. They're telling you what to think. Think about that for a second. They are telling you, hey, don't think this way. You got to think my way, and you got to. Then they get up on the stage and they're like, worship me with thank you for worshiping me, thank you. No, not gonna play that game. Not gonna do that thing. I have a mind of my own. I can think for myself. I know what is right and what is wrong. Anyways, bottom line, enjoy the solar eclipse if you are in an area where you can view it, and continue to be a light in this world. Thanks so much.